Hi, everybody.
Hello, I'm Ryan.
I'm Bethany.
And we are Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
And today we'll be talking about a Tiger Stripes. This is designed by Isabelle. The artwork is by Felicia Cano, and it is published by Flying Meeple.
In this game, you are a fearsome and adorable tiger trying to earn your stripes. Literally. Let me show you what I mean. Alright, here's our setup for Tiger Stripes. We have our supply of our Tiger Stripes. Every player is going to get a Tiger card with no stripes on it. Then we've got our deck of cards, shuffle that up, deal out 5 to the row here, and every player is going to start with a couple cards in their hand as well. Every turn you're going to take one action. That action is going to be either draw the top card of the deck, like that, or your action can be to take one of the wild cards out of the middle, that would replenish. Or the third thing that you can do is you can buy these prey cards that are out there by using the symbols on the cards you have in your hand. Alright, so for instance, this one right here, this has 2 of those kind of clear gems and 2 of the yellows. We can discard this in order to buy, let's say, the snake here. That would cost us 1 of those symbols and 1 of those. We could buy this here as well. As you can see, we've got 2 of those yellows, 1 of the crystals. We still have 1 crystal left over, so these would go into our hand. Now, if we wanted, we could spend a whole bunch of other cards to try to buy some of those other things out there that are as well. Maybe we really wanted to get that monkey so we can finish off a set or something like that. But for now, we're going to finish our turn. And the cards always replenish at the end of the round. The second part of your turn, after you've gathered cards, either by drawing a top card, or by taking a wild, or by changing in cards from your hand, 4 cards that are out there, is you can turn in sets of 3. So for instance, right here, we have a set of 3, not that this is in our hand or anything, but just as an example, we've got 3 monkeys, and they have this one stripe on that. So if we have this in our hand, we actually are required to spend it, discard all 3 of them, to get 1 tiger stripe on our card. The other thing you can do to get stripes is from your hand, you can spend 2 of a kind along with a tiger, which is a wild. So we've got our 2 snakes. A wild makes it 3 snakes. It's worth 2 of those stripes based off of the card there. And we're going to discard that in order to get 2 stripes onto our card. So the game's going to keep on going that way. We are going to draw cards. We're going to change in cards from our hand for some of the cards that are out there in the lineup. And we're going to turn in sets of 3 in order to get tiger stripes. First person to fill up their entire card and get 7 of the tiger stripes is declared the winner.
So it's a really simple thing to do, but I love that what they did is on the cards for the different prey, they have the tiger stripes on there, right? And because it's in the book and it tells you how much the different things are worth, and you can tell by how many jewels it is. But when we're playing with our kids, our 4 and our 8-year-old, it was really nice to be able to point to that because the graphic design is the exact same as the actual tiger stripe to be like, okay, if you work to this, that's how many stripes you get if you can get 3 of them. So it was a really simple thing, but I just thought it was really nice, especially for a family weight game.
The balance in this game was actually really, really nice. The amount of work that you had to put in and the amount of cards you had to spend to get, let's say, one of the wild boar cards, which gave you a lot of points, made sense, but then the same thing based off, like, let's say, the monkey. The amount of work and cards you had to put in to get a monkey reflected its amount of points. So everything was very, very well balanced. Also, there's this kind of double drawing mechanism. We draw one off the top of the deck, and you get a chance to take one of the wild cards out of the row. I was always concerned, like, man, in most games that I've played that have that kind of a mechanism, there's never enough of the thing that you want out of the middle row, and then you can't do the thing you need to do. It felt like the balance was really nice. There's always a little bit of something. I mean, a couple turns maybe you missed out, but like the majority of the time, it had the great balance of mixtures right there in the deck. So I thought that was a really nice balance of the game. Big points for that.
So the game does say 7+. So just caveat what I was going to
7+ players?
Age. Age 7+. And we did play this with our 4-year-old, and she totally understood it. But we did have to kind of walk her through a lot of the stuff as to why it'd be important to take certain things. But the main point I'm trying to get at here is that she was fully engaged the entire time we were playing. Even if we did have to hold her hand a little bit through some of the working through why you want to do certain things, she was still completely engaged and all about what was happening, trying to get her matches. Like, she understood that she was trying to get these, 3 of a kind. So I think for a family weight game, the fact that our 4-year-old was engaged the entire time we were playing is a very good sign.
And our 8-year-old who's in the target market
Yes.
Loved it and was able to do it
Yeah.
very successfully. All right, so I will say that we house ruled one thing. There's the way that you could use wilds to turn in a tiger for any, the tigers are wilds as one of the sets of 3. So that way you could kind of, accelerate your sets. We house ruled so that adults couldn't do that because to me it felt like that was just too easy to finish off a set of cards.
Yes.
But at the same time, like, for kids, it didn't make me necessarily, without that rule, like, they would have been a little bit lost, So I felt like taking it because the kids could use them as wilds, but the grown-ups couldn't help to balance it because otherwise I felt like I was being very, very efficient with my usage of resources to buy the cards.
And it wasn't, like, weighted the same, because some of the wilds had 3 gems on them, whereas some of the animals had 4 gems on them. Like,
yeah, it was actually,
It's a discount set.
Yeah. So I thought that was a nice way to kind of balance it so that I could still be competitive with the girls, while still having fun on my own.
Yeah.
And I could still push for it, whereas they were also pushing for it, but able to get to the same results at the same time.
Yeah. This game overall was a really cute, fun game. It was extremely straightforward, and it was just a solid set collection game, and our girls really liked it.
Yeah, this is kind of a surprise for us. I thought that I didn't know what to expect. A lot of times those kinds of family weighted or kids weighted games are always like,
hit or miss.
Yeah, hit or miss, exactly.
Yeah.
And this one was actually a surprise. I really, really enjoyed it. I thought that it was a good time. This is something that we could take with us when we go on our little day adventures. We're, playing lunch, waiting for lunch to get brought to the table or whatever. We can buzz this out, play around a bit, at a hotel room at night. This is a great travel game. I think this is a fun one.
Everybody, thank you so much for watching it. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see our videos as they come out. Until then, you can find us on Facebook, we're Ryan Bethany Board Game Reviews. On Twitter, we're Ryan Bethany 1. On Instagram, we are Ryan and Bethany. And we are now on TikTok under Ryan and Bethany.
You guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.